you are not aware about the recent case where a girl named Muskan,
Hmm.
she murdered her husband with the help of his boyfriend, and she cut him in the pieces and put those pieces in the blue box. Not box,
Okay.
actually, it's a big drum, blue drum. She put all those pieces there and put the cement mixture on that.
Hmm.
And she just gone with her boyfriend in to Shimla, and she was enjoying with him. Now she is in the police custody, and this news is everywhere. How can you not listen to it?
Okay, I think, yeah, I think I've heard this news, but I did not read it. I usually don't read this type of news. I mean, I've heard this. I've heard this a girl and her boyfriend, they killed her husband, something like that. I've heard. Okay, so they killed him and they cemented him. Why would they do it? Cemented means they put him inside that drum
Yeah, so
and
it,
poured
yeah,
cement, concrete in it.
nobody can find them. No, nobody can find them. But I don't know why, how it was like
How did
solved
they
by the
find
police.
him then?
I don't know. Maybe the girl, their daughter, like 5 years old daughter, she also told Papa is there in this drum and all. Like,
Oh my God.
it's very horrible case. Whatever it is, I don't know. Like, how do they find it? But it's really horrible to listen something like that. And the
Yeah.
husband was like quite educated. He was living in London for job purpose, and
Oh,
she was here with the daughter. And I think one day before they celebrated their girl's birthday and they danced together and everything. They did really enjoy that day. And on the next day, she did it. I don't know why.
oh my God. You know what? Actually speaking, recently more horrible cases are, the crimes are becoming more horrible like never before. Like I've never heard something like this. I mean, my parents say this. We usually hear newses like this, but one person would be killing the other person, and that's all. He would be arrested. But nowadays, the crimes are like more horrible. They are killing, cutting them into pieces, doing some magic, whatever they are trying to do. They are trying to make their body disappear, something like that.
Yes, they don't want to get arrested, and that's how they plan something, and they want to hide the body at the place where nobody can find. But usually, like it doesn't happen for a long time because when you are culprit, you did something wrong that comes on your personality. You behave like something that you are. It's like people can judge you that something wrong with you. So it's not very
Yeah.
easy to somebody and live life very happily. It's not going to happen.
You know what? Actually, this type of news I'm hearing the third time.
Mm.
Recently, I heard something. The similar news happened in Bangalore, where a guy cuts his girlfriend into pieces and puts her inside the fridge. And the
Yes.
same incident happened in Delhi also. Yeah,
Yes.
like
Some
one.
stuff.
I don't know really why they want to do it. If they really want to kill them so bad, then why would they have to be with them? They can just tell them goodbye and break the relationship, right?
What do you think? What can be the reason of these kinds of cases? Because if somebody is not happy with someone, if, for example, they're a couple, they're not happy with each other, they should get divorced. There is this judiciary system in our Indian law that you can get divorced and get separated. Instead of choosing that, why people are murdering others? I don't know. Don't understand the concept of this. What can be the major reason? What do you feel?
Well, I think the this type of horrendous murders, so horrible murders, I think it's big. Most of them are influenced by movies, web series. I can tell you number of web series, even in Hindi, even in English, where they kill people like so horribly, in a very horrible way, and I think people are psychologically influenced by this. So,
That's
I mean, see, you cannot stop murders from happening. Murders happen all the time. It's been happening for a long time. Well, but this type of horrible murders, like cutting them into pieces and like those things are, a normal person cannot do that. So those people who are already psychological, they have some problem, and also they are influenced by these web series and also drugs, alcohol. They're also making most of the murders. I can tell you, recently in Tamil Nadu, they have released a report, some kind of crime report, and they say most of the murders are happening. The main reason is the drinking habit and
uh,
this drugs. These are the two things that makes them to do that crime. Otherwise, they would just simply fight and they would just move on. But the reason why it becomes a murder is because of this boost effect in their head. They cannot control their anger and they want to cut them into pieces, kill them, make a horrible crime.
That
That's
is
what I think.
absolutely. Yeah, that's absolutely true because in this case also, like the case which I have just discussed, Muskan case, she and her boyfriend, they both are addicted to drugs, and even when
Oh,
they are in the custody, they're asking for drugs, and they're behaving like mad people. So that is 100% true. That this might be the reason that people are so much of addicted these drugs and drink and all. So they're psychologically they are not fit. Maybe that might
hmm,
be one. And second, as you have said, that crime scenes or the movies which we are like getting influenced by those, that might be also a reason because people are getting ideas from movies. They're
right,
the ideas which they don't have. They are just getting it simply from social media. So they are
right,
applying into real cases. Yeah, that can be the
right.
reason.
That is the main reason. Recently, a movie was released in Kerala. I don't want to mention the name of the movie. That was so horrible. Like they try to make a movie like a Hollywood style, but Hollywood audience is totally different. Uh, they have this wide variety of artistic freedom, so they make more violent movies, but their audience is totally different. But in India, it's not like that. People actually learn everything from movies.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever we know most of the time, we are maybe we are 30 years old, but whatever we learn, most of it would be from movies. uh, I can tell you very clearly, some of the fans, they actually follow their celebrity actors, whomever they love. For example, when I was I'm a Vijay fan. So when I was in my college time, we actually dressed like Vijay. We dress like Vijay, we smoke like Vijay, and even Rajini fans also. Rajini fans actually, they pop the
Yes.
cigarettes like Rajini. So most of the people of India actually they learn from movies, and if you are showing them more violent criminal movies, they actually influence. I mean, they don't actively learn it. They will actually influence it. I mean, they will get influenced by it, and it will be there in their psychological memory. Okay, whenever they commit a crime, whenever they are under the influence of drugs or alcohol, they will do it, even unconsciously they will do it. And
That's
the problem is nobody talks about it, nobody really gives a shit about it. The law is not taking care. I mean, the law is very, I can say, the judicial system in this country is very slow, very, very, very slow. I
that's
know that you are in law profession, but still I will
why
tell you that.
it's very slow. I know it. I am not going against with your words. That's
Yeah.
completely true. And you know what? One more thing I feel is that Indian people are so innocent. I think people like from India, they are especially if I talk about the old age people like 40, 45, they're very innocent. For example, let's talk about my parents. When they see any video on Facebook, my mom comes to me and she asks me, look, this what is happening. I said, Mama, it's just a role play. It's not the reality. She said, it's not the real. I said, no, it's not real. It's just a story. They role play just to guide this right message to the society. So they are
Yeah.
very innocent. Everything which comes on social media, they feel that it's real. We young
Yeah.
generation, being young people, we aware about the AI and all those things that what is uh, artificial and what is genuine, but they are not able to understand.
There is something called a deep fake. That's a technology that's been used to fake people's faces. So, for example, there is a one famous video that Rashmika Madonna, I guess. What's her name? Madonna. Rashmika Madonna. Yeah, her video was circulated online. It became very popular. They have done some deep fake. So actually, they can fake your face with someone else's face, and most of the old people, they believe it actually. Even for us also, it looks so real. Every
Yes,
day that because of the technology is getting worse and worse, I can say. I mean, we can use it in a good way, but people are ready to use it in a bad way.
because they are getting good views, good money from using in a bad way. Actually, that's how people using it in a bad way.
Right, 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 right. And I mean, have you heard this news recently? This one I came to know about this. Like, there was a fire in one judge house, and when they
Yes.
went into the fire people, the firefighters, when they went into his house, they found, the money. They found a
Yeah,
lot of cash inside a room. like bundle
Yes,
of cash.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah.
I have heard this news, and I think it might be true. It's not fake
Mhm.
because we can imagine that having so much money in judge house, it's possible. Somehow it's possible.
Yeah. So I mean, uh, okay, having money is not that big a deal. You can have money, but you need to have documents. Like if you have a room full of money, how did it
Yeah.
come in the first place? Why didn't you put that in your bank
Exactly.
account?
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
true. True.
So this shows actually there is no sector, no department in this country that is corruptionless. Everything is corrupted here, corrupted to the core. Yeah.
Understand. Completely agree. Yeah, that's true, and that's true. We can't do anything. Nothing is in our hand because we cannot change the mentality of whole India or whole country. It's not possible
Yeah.
at the same time. No matter how much you will try to change the mind or influence the people with good things, they're going to adapt the things which they feel comfortable at. Like, for example, if I want
Yeah.
to go the other way, you cannot force me to go on this way. That's totally my opinion. Wherever I feel happiness, I'll go. So that's very difficult to maintain like country corruptionless. It's not going to be happen. I know that.
Yeah, and also I think this subject is more deeper. This is not about one person. Okay, he got caught, and everybody is blaming him. Oh, he's a corrupt judge. But the thing is, if you think deep into it, it's actually not only him. It's the people. The
People.
people's mindset is like that. Even if there is a person who is not corrupted, they will make him corrupt.
Yes.
Yeah, so because and if you connect that, it will connect to the population. Since the population is so high, everything is delayed, everything we have to wait in a queue. So some people who have money, they try to pass the queue, so they give bribe, and that's how the government people started demanding money. So everything is connected to population, I can say. That is one of the big issue in India.
That's true. That's true. Completely agree with your point. Yes.
Yeah, so this is what I've been reading in the news, but I've never read this one, this horrible crime. Oh my God.
It's too horrible. And for like, you know what, when I heard this news, I started feeling like men's are not safe these days. We are more focused to save a female or the women of India. We are making our judiciary system is designed in such a way that we are providing us so much protection to a woman, but there's no laws for men, I feel. And since I have
Mhm.
two boys, I feel worried for them. Like in future, like the era where we are living in, still I can see that there are good women or girls, but I'm not sure about after 20-25 years that how the country would look like women
Yeah.
is they're taking advantage of their freedom. What I feel is now being a woman, I'm saying it, I know, but this is what I feel actually, that women are taking advantage. They
Hmm.
are putting men in a false cases, sometimes like dowry, that's very common for them. And alimony, like after divorce you're asking crores and crores of alimony. The person who is earning just lakh rupees a month, how will he able to give you crore rupees in the name of alimony? So it's very critical for a man to live in the society. Actually, this is what I feel.
Okay, that is a very wide subject. Well, I think those cases that we see in the news, the women is getting more money as alimony and also putting their husband in false cases. Those are very less comparing to the things that women are suffering. Many women, they don't go to police station, they don't do complaint, and they suffer their whole life with their wrong husbands, I can say. So
That is
the
rural
main
area.
reason, no, not even in cities also, even educated people also, I'm telling you, what I'm saying is I was about to say something and suddenly I forgot. Even educated people also, most of the women, first of all, let me tell you, uh, usually we have a thing in our culture, like we usually avoid going to police station. I don't know about North India, mostly in Tamil Nadu, we usually, my grandparents' time, they never go to police station. If somebody goes to police station, if they are not a policeman or lawyer, then he is a criminal. So that is a kind of mentality we still have. So, and especially this is for men, I'm saying, and especially for women, they never go to police station in their whole life. They don't want to be there. And if you think, like how many women do you think they will go to police station and file a complaint on their husbands? The main reason we have this dowry laws and everything is because women suffered a lot long time ago, still they are suffering, and because of the reason we have a lot of women protection acts, and some women educated, they are bold enough, they are accusing their husbands in false cases, those cases are very less. But I'm not saying that is a good thing, that is a wrong thing. So we need to have men protecting protection laws also then.
No, but I feel that even in the education, like society like Delhi, I can see that women are so much independent. Like many people, many women, they are working and supporting their family. So they're not going to uh, get harassed by their husband. They are ready to go to the police station. And it's
Mm,
very common in Delhi, especially because I used to live in Delhi for like last 30 years, I can say that. So I have observed this thing. And as you said that women are afraid to go to police station, no, it's not the case. It's very common here in Delhi that if you're a
mhm,
woman and being harassed by someone, you are ready to go to the police station. And personally, if you talk about me, I went to
mhm.
police station when I was only 19 or 20 years of girl, and
Okay.
I alone. So if the girl like me who used to be an
Whom
introvert,
did you accuse then?
I complained somebody. Somebody was
Okay.
troubling me a lot, so I went to police station directly and I just made a file a complaint against him. So if
Mhm.
I could do it, I feel that everyone can do it. And the
Yeah,
cases you talk
everyone can do it. I can I completely accept that everyone can do it, but I don't think the problem is still solved. I
yeah,
think still a lot of women are experiencing problems in their life just because they have a wrong partner, and
yeah,
also they couldn't go complain to police station, because the moment you go to police station, that's all, the family is ruined. You cannot be with each other, you cannot be together in your life ever. So that is the main reason, in women's family, because this happened in my family, that's the reason I'm saying. In women's family, mostly they don't go to police station because they think if we make this into a big issue, then my daughter cannot live with that person ever again. So mostly their families, they interfere and they don't take it to the police station. They always simply sit everyone together and talk and sort out these things. I mean, especially family issues.
so I think that families are not involving in them, but the person or the woman itself, like she is quite comfortable taking action against the family.
Mhm.
Earlier, it was the case like marriages have like arranged by the parents, like
Yeah,
your parents and my parents, they meet together and arrange a marriage. But now it's not the case. 90%, 90%, nine, like 70% marriages are love marriage these days with the
yeah,
consent
most
of
of
each.
the marriages, yeah.
Marriages are love marriage, and people are ready. Families are ready. So like now the families part is not involved in them. They
Yeah,
don't involve in anything. Now everything
correct.
and whatever you have to do, they have to do alone. So there's no
Yeah,
interference by the family since the trend of love marriage it is increasing in our country. For that
yeah.
perspective, I said that women are so much independent, and if they can marry and they can choose their person, and you know what, the Muskan case, it was also a love marriage.
Yeah, yeah. I completely accept your point there. Uh, I think there is a good thing about arranged marriage and also a bad thing. The good thing is the family will involve in all the matters. Like if there is a problem in your married life, both the families will sit together and they'll sort out things. And also most of the time, the other family would be somewhere your relative, maybe distant relative or something. You will get people to sort
Ye-
things out. But if it is a love marriage, if the groom's place or if the girl's place is in a different city, there is
Yes.
no connection. There is no connection. You don't go talk to them very often. And most of the time, if there is a problem comes between you two people, that's all. It will be either sorted by yourself or you have to be separated. So that's
Yes,
how it
that's
goes. That's a
this
very
is.
bad thing about this, love marriages.
I worked in a district court for a few months, and I have observed these kinds of cases a lot there, and that's how I am just telling you my opinion.
Oh, okay. So I heard that most of the divorce cases are love marriages. Is it true?
No, it's not true. It's not always true. Sometimes it's arranged because the last case which I fought for divorce, it was an arranged marriage. So I
Okay.
cannot really agree with this point. But yes, most of cases, yeah, arranged, love, both mixed.